It's time for people who fled the war in Benghazi 3 years ago to leave this compound in Misrata. This man, like many others here, is worried if he shows his face, supporters of the warlord Khalifa Haftar might go after his relatives in Benghazi. The compound's owners have recently demanded the government return the property because it hasn't been paying its bills. Jihan Mahmoudi says her house in Benghazi was destroyed by the war. She and her husband have been living here with the help of charities.
We will sleep in the streets if they don't find a solution for us. What can we do? We've got only 10 days ultimatum to leave.
Since Haftar launched his military campaign in Benghazi in 2014, more than 100,000 people have fled their homes. Haftar's forces took full control of the city in December last year, but many here are still afraid to go back. More than 200 displaced families have lived here on this beach compound for the past 3 years. Most of them lost their homes during the war in Benghazi. But now, with the government's decision to evacuate this area, many of them say they have to start from scratch. Others don't know what to do next. Many families have already left the compound during the last couple of months. Those remaining say they also struggle with a complicated civil registry procedure.
As we are now requested to leave the compound, we don't have salaries, we can't go to Benghazi to cash our salaries, and we can't get them here. If we leave this compound, we can't even afford to buy furniture.
According to the UN estimates, more than 200,000 people are internally displaced in Libya. Most of them live in Misrata and the capital Tripoli. Over the last few years, those from Benghazi have been voicing their demands, but they say no one is listening. And so far, efforts by the United Nations Support Mission in Libya have failed to end their suffering. It appears for now a political solution might be the only way to take them back home. Mahmoud Abdelwahed, Al Jazeera, Misrata.